Leaving Cert History students, let's have a little chat about your RSR. So the first thing that you need to complete in your RSR is the outline plan, and you have 1 page to complete this. The purpose of your outline plan is to define and justify what you are going to study, okay? It's one plain A4 page, but there are certain headings that I would write in. So the first heading that I would write in is define and justify. You can see that up here. So you need to define what you are going to study, okay? So you need to tell the corrector what you are going to study. And then you need to justify why you are studying this topic, okay? Why does this matter? Why is it historically significant? This should be about 5 sentences in total. So first thing you're going to do, define and justify. What are you going to study? Why are you studying it? And it should take about 5 sentences. So the next component of your outline plan is you need to identify your aims, okay? So I would do a little heading, I would write identify aims. So you need to tell me what you hope to discover while doing this project. So you should have 3 aims, okay? And number your aims. So you can go 1, 2, 3, you can go firstly, secondly, finally, whatever way you want, okay? You should use language like, I would like to discover, I hope to find out, and this must be specific to your topic, okay? So you can't say something like, I hope to find out more about history, or I hope to find out if I'm a good historian. No, they need to be specific aims about your project, okay? So I want to find out why children were evacuated to the British countryside during World War II. Okay, I hope to find out what the conditions were like for children when they were evacuated to the countryside. All right, so your next section, identify your aims, 3 aims, number them. They must be specific about your project topic, not generic aims about kind of research. So the next part of your outline plan is your approach. So you need to identify your approach. You write a short paragraph about how you will research this project, okay? So a couple of kind of headings or prompts you can include. How will you achieve your aims? And again, you need to be clear and specific, not vague. How will you find your sources? How will you carry out your research? How will you organize your notes? Will you need to consult, like how many times will you need to consult with your teacher? How many drafts will you need to do? And again, this must be about your approach to research, okay? So you're saying things like, I will go to my local library in West Cork and ask the librarian for relevant books. I will complete or I will organise all of my notes on an iPad because we have iPads in school. I will submit 3 drafts to my teacher and I'll make sure to implement the feedback that my teacher gives each time, all right? And then again, you could put in something about how will you select the sources that you use, how will you ensure that they are good, relevant, unbiased, objective sources. The last part of your outline plan is you need to identify the sources used, okay? So I'd put in little heading 4, sources used. So list and number the 3 sources for higher level that you have used for your project, okay? You need to give me 3 pieces of information to go along with each source. So the title and the author is 1 piece of information, the year of publication, the publishing house, all right? If it's a documentary, you give me the documentary title, the full URL, the date accessed, maybe the company that produced it, the person who directed it, okay? Try to have a variety of different sources. So maybe 1 book, 1 website, and something else. Try to include a primary source or secondary source that uses primary sources. If you have more sources than 3, that's okay, but you list them at the end of the project. It's very important that you do not use textbooks or movies. If you have used a website or like a source you found online, you must give the full URL and the download date or the date accessed for this source. Try to reference your sources properly, okay? That just kind of reduces your likelihood of kind of missing out marks by not giving like your 3 pieces of information on each source. And again, the entire outline plan is completed on 1 page.